Organic gardening is a term that is increasingly heard around the world. Basically, it differs from the now conventional way of gardening in that it does not use chemical-based products to grow and care for plants or vegetables. Believe it or not, the plants and even the vegetables we find in supermarkets are grown using chemicals like so-called agricultural pesticides that are not only unnatural but can also have negative effects on plant health and human health. Organic gardening is easy and less expensive than regular gardening, that is, because we are just letting nature do its work. But people still think it's more expensive, largely due to the higher price of organic vegetables on the market. However, this high price accounts for more of the health benefits than the cost of organic planting. Whether you're just getting started with organic gardening, or if you're an experienced gardener, organic gardening tips will help you get the most out of this fun and rewarding activity. Knowing some organic gardening tips can be the first step in this world for you. Many people shy away from organic gardening thinking it's time-consuming and difficult, but it doesn't have to be that way. In fact, it's much simpler than the common notion of gardening, as you just have to keep in mind the most important factor: the soil. Work on the correct organic mix for your land. A well-prepared soil will influence the health of your entire garden, make it even more pest-resistant, and allow your plants and vegetables to grow strong naturally without the need for synthetic fertilizers. Simplify your tools. That's right. Many people overcomplicate things when it comes to organic gardening tools. You can get started easily with the help of a shovel, a fork, and a hoe. If you think about it, for centuries men grew different types of plants and vegetables without the need for dozens of tools. Choose the right plants. When it comes to choosing plants and vegetables for your organic garden, you should prefer native plants. Because these are plants that are already able to live and survive in your climate. You should also learn what types of plants help each other as they grow. This is called companion planting and can help you naturally repel pests. Know that not all insects are bad. This organic gardening tip is very important as insects are seen as a pest in general, but this is not always the case. There are the good insects that help us by eating the bad insects, or help us eliminate factors that harm the development of our organic garden. This is the wonder of nature. Be sure to keep these gardening tips in mind when starting your own garden. Organic gardening is an exciting activity that will help you create your own 100% natural plants and vegetables. But what if you don't have enough space or even a backyard to get started? Enter the world of organic indoor gardening. Organic indoor gardening covers a number of techniques you need to use to help your plants grow naturally and healthily inside your home. The most important thing to remember is that plants indoors need to be cared for just as much as plants in the backyard. It's strange to see how many people who maintain an organic garden treat their indoor plants with synthetics. This probably started with the misconception that potted plants need more fertilizer to grow. Synthetic plant products contain ammonium phosphate. This ingredient should keep the plants green, but at the same time it can burn our plant, increasing the acidity in the soil, which can also irritate the respiratory system and produce skin reactions. Another factor you need to keep in mind when considering organic indoor gardening is the amount of irrigation required for the plant. Potted plants need more water than garden plants, so be sure to tend to them more often. To get started with organic indoor gardening, you'll need pretty much the same things: quality soil, seeds, and organic plant food. You can start growing your plants in pots made of ceramic, wood, or plastic, although I prefer to stay away from plastic if possible. Remember that your goal with organic indoor gardening is to create a natural, healthy environment for your houseplants. For more information and tips on how to have amazing organic gardening, I recommend that you click on the first link in the description and get to know the best gardening ebook on the internet.